Have you noticed you're climbing stairs a little slower these days? Getting up after sitting feels harder than it used to, or maybe each morning your legs just feel tired. Even though you haven't done anything strenuous, you're not alone. According to the CDC, 1 in 3 adults over 65 experiences a fall each year, and most of those falls, they're linked to weak leg muscles and poor balance, problems that are often ignored until it's too late. But here's what's even more concerning. Many people think this is just how aging works, that after 60 we're meant to slow down, to grow weak, to start depending on others. But that's not the whole truth. Modern science shows something powerful. You can slow down muscle loss. You can improve your balance. You can rebuild your leg strength even in your 70s, even in your 80s. And the key, it's not far away. It's in the simple things. Familiar foods we often overlook. Gentle movements you can do right at home, and small daily choices that lead to big changes in how you move, feel, and live. Last week, a woman named Eleanor, 65 years old from Arizona, visited my clinic. She told me, "Doctor, I don't feel old, but lately, just watering my garden makes my knees ache. Getting up and down feels shaky." Then she looked at me with a quiet sadness and said, "I just don't want to become a burden to my kids." And you know what? Eleanor is not alone. Too many seniors are losing their strength, their memory, their independence. Not because of age, but because they didn't know how to fight for it. So in this video, I want to show you 7 science-backed foods that help rebuild leg strength and reduce the risk of falls, and 3 simple at-home movements that can help you feel steadier and sharper in just a few days. If you've ever felt weak legs, aching knees, or lost your balance, leave a comment below saying, "I know that feeling." I read every single message you share. Now, let's begin this journey together, a journey to help you walk with strength, confidence, and control, one step at a time. I didn't even do anything strenuous. So why do my legs feel sore every morning, like I just climbed a hill? That's what Mr. Robert, 70 years old, asked me during his checkup last week. He told me he's been careful with his diet, low fat, low sugar, and especially no rice. Instead, he'd been following a trendy low-carb diet, hoping to stay young and feel light. But after just a few months, he started getting dizzy when standing up. His legs would shake during walks. And by late afternoon, he felt completely drained. I asked him one simple question. "When was the last time you had a bowl of brown rice?" He paused, then shook his head. "Brown rice, I always thought carbs were something to avoid, but brown rice isn't a bad carb. In fact, it's one of the best sources of slow-burning energy, rich in magnesium, B vitamins, and natural fiber, all essential for nourishing your muscles, balancing your blood sugar, sustaining your energy throughout the day, especially after 60 brown rice releases energy gradually. It doesn't spike your blood sugar. It keeps your legs feeling steady from morning all the way through early afternoon, a time when many older adults feel their weakest. Let me show you a quick comparison. White rice causes fast blood sugar spikes, leads to fatigue after meals. White bread fills you up quickly, but the energy crashes fast. Brown rice delivers steady energy, supports muscle health, and lasts longer. I suggested Mr. Robert try just half a cup of brown rice at lunch with steamed veggies, some poached fish, and a drizzle of olive oil. 3 weeks later, he came back smiling. He said, "I don't need to hold on to anything to stand up anymore." And yesterday, I walked around the park in the afternoon without my legs getting tired. Sometimes, your body doesn't need to be deprived. It just needs the right kind of fuel. Brown rice isn't just a food. It's long-lasting energy for your legs and a steady foundation for a healthier life after 60. Have you ever tried eating brown rice regularly? Share your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. And if brown rice is the foundation that fuels your body, then the next food is what helps rebuild your strength. so you can rise with power and walk with confidence every single day. Let's move on to number 2, tofu, the gentle protein that helps restore muscle naturally. Doctor, should I take whey protein to keep my muscles strong? But every time I try, I get bloated and gassy. That was the question Mrs. Linda, 66 years old, from Arizona, asked me during a Zoom appointment. She had just read an article saying that seniors need more protein as they age, but every time she ate red meat, she felt heavy and uncomfortable. Milk upset her stomach, and protein powders. They just make me feel full and bloated for hours, she said with an embarrassed smile. Maybe I'm just too old for protein now. I gently asked her, have you ever tried tofu? To many people, tofu seems bland, something only vegetarians eat. But the truth is, tofu is a complete plant-based protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids. It's easy to digest, light on the stomach, and doesn't cause the bloating that dairy or fatty meats often do. And it's rich in isoflavones, natural plant compounds that support bone health, hormonal balance, and help ease inflammation in muscles and joints. Many seniors cut back on red meat to protect their heart, but they often forget to replace it with the right kind of protein. That leads to faster muscle loss, weaker legs, and constant fatigue. Tofu offers a gentle bridge between health and taste. It's perfect for vegetarians, older adults with digestion issues, or anyone recovering from illness or surgery. I recommended Mrs. Linda start small. 1 soft pan-seared tofu portion paired with steamed greens and a low-sodium soy sauce. She tried it 3 times a week, instead of beef or milk. 3 weeks later, she texted me. I never knew tofu could be this easy to eat after lunch. My stomach feels light. And what surprised me most, my legs don't feel as tired anymore. Not all protein works the same for everyone. What matters most is finding a source that your body can actually absorb, and that makes you feel good when you eat it. Tofu isn't just a backup protein. It's a gentle, reliable partner for tired legs that need a soft but steady boost. Have you ever tried tofu as a main part of your meal? Do you have a favorite tofu dish? Share it in the comments. Let's learn from each other. And if tofu is your daytime recovery friend, then the next food is your nighttime muscle protector, working quietly, deeply, and especially helpful when age starts affecting your sleep and strength. Let's move on to number 3, cottage cheese rebuilding muscle while you sleep. Doctor, I feel fine during the day, but every morning I wake up feeling like I just climbed a mountain. My legs ache. My arms feel weak. That's what Mr. Walter, 72 years old, told me earlier this week. He wasn't suffering from any major illness. He ate 3 meals a day, took a walk every morning, but when I asked, "Do you eat anything light before bed?" he replied, "Usually just a glass of warm water. I'm afraid eating at night will upset my stomach. But here's a little-known truth. Nighttime is when you lose muscle the fastest. Your body doesn't stop working when you fall asleep. During those 6 to 8 hours, it's repairing, rebuilding, recovering. If you don't get enough protein before bed, that vital process gets interrupted. That's why so many older adults feel weaker in the mornings. Even if they haven't done anything strenuous the day before, cottage cheese is your quiet helper during the night. It's a fresh cheese packed with casein protein, a slow-digesting protein. When eaten before bed, casein releases gradually over 68 hours, feeding your muscles all night. Plus, it contains calcium, vitamin B12, and tryptophan, which support deep sleep and nervous system relaxation. I recommended Mr. Walter try this simple habit. Every night before bed, eat half a cup of unsweetened cottage cheese, topped with a few blueberries and walnuts. It's light on the stomach, but powerful for sleep and muscle recovery. 3 weeks later, he returned, looking noticeably more refreshed. He said, "I don't wake up feeling worn out anymore, and I actually feel lighter on my feet in the morning, because muscles don't just need exercise, they need to be fed at the right time and in the right way. And nighttime is when your body needs support the most. Cottage cheese is one of the simplest, gentlest ways to do that. Do you eat anything before bed? Share your evening routine in the comments. You might inspire someone who's still struggling with morning fatigue. And if cottage cheese is your quiet muscle repair friend at night, then the next food is your shield, protecting your bones, your circulation, and your balance. Every time you take a step, let's move on to number 4, dark leafy greens, stronger bones, better circulation, fewer falls. Doctor, my legs don't hurt, but I keep feeling like I'm about to fall, especially when I stand up from a chair. That's what Miss Janet, 69 years old, living alone in Colorado, told me in a gentle voice. It's just 3 blocks from her house to the post office, yet she often has to stop halfway just to regain her balance. No low blood pressure, no anemia, no signs of nerve damage. So I asked her, "Do you eat leafy greens every day?" She chuckled. "Well, I have salad for lunch, lettuce, tomatoes, a bit of cheese, and dressing. But here's the truth. Not all greens are created equal. Many people, just like Miss Janet, think they're eating healthy, when in reality they're missing out on the nutrients their body truly needs. Iceberg lettuce, it's mostly water and fiber, low in minerals, but dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collard greens are packed with the vitamins and minerals that support your bones, muscles, and circulation. Why are dark greens so important after age 60? Vitamin K1 helps your body absorb calcium, builds stronger bones, lowers your risk of fractures and osteoporosis. Magnesium plus potassium keep your muscle electrolytes in balance, help you rise and walk with steadier steps. Natural nitrates found in spinach gently open blood vessels, boost circulation to your legs and arms, reduce tingling, leg fatigue, and slow reflexes. I suggested Miss Janet swap her usual lunch salad for a warm plate of steamed spinach, topped with sautéed mushrooms, roasted cashews, a splash of lemon, and a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Just 2 weeks later, she called me back, her voice brighter, more energetic. "Doctor, I walked to the post office without stopping. It felt like my legs were more awake, more steady. Because eating some vegetables isn't enough. You need the right ones. Greens that go deep, strengthen your bones, and keep you on your feet day after day. Dark leafy greens are your quiet shield, protecting you from unexpected falls, which, sadly, are one of the top reasons older adults lose their independence. So, what kind of greens do you eat every day? Do you have a favorite veggie dish? Share it in the comments. Your story could help someone else. And if greens help you stand tall each day, then the next food helps you recover after each step, fighting inflammation, easing pain, and feeding both your muscles and your memory. Let's move on to number 5, blueberries, nature's anti-inflammatory, fruit for muscle and memory health. I don't get it, Doc. Lately, even after just a 15-minute walk, my body aches like I've overdone it. That's what Mr. Daniel, 68 years old, shared as he sat down across from me earlier this month. He still takes his afternoon walks in the park near his home. No arthritis, no diabetes, yet every morning after those walks, he wakes up sore, as if he'd just done a full workout, even though he didn't push himself at all. So I gently asked, "Do you eat fruit regularly?" He replied, "I eat bananas, apples, sometimes watermelon, but not blueberries. They're too expensive." Doc, but here's what I told him. Blueberries are nature's little purple anti-inflammatory pill. They're not just a sweet snack. They're packed with anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that reduce muscle inflammation after activity, speed up tissue repair, protect muscle cells from oxidative stress, and the benefits go beyond muscles. Blueberries also support brain health. A study from Tufts University found that older adults who ate 1 cup of blueberries a day for 3 months saw clear improvements in short-term memory and reaction speed. That's because anthocyanins help improve blood flow to the brain and slow down age-related damage to nerve cells. I didn't tell him to buy the fancy, expensive ones. I simply suggested, get a bag of frozen blueberries once a week. Each morning, enjoy half a cup with Greek yogurt or a bowl of oatmeal. That's all it takes. 3 weeks later, he called back, his voice full of surprise. "Doc, I took my usual walk yesterday, and this morning I felt fine. No soreness at all. It's like my body bounced back overnight sometimes. Your body isn't falling apart. It's just waiting for the right kind of recovery." Blueberries aren't just dessert. They're a natural defense against inflammation and muscle aging. They help you move farther, feel stronger, and stay sharper day by day. Have you ever tried eating blueberries in the morning? Do you have a favorite recipe or snack that includes them? Share it in the comments. Someone out there is looking for fresh ideas. And if blueberries help your body recover after movement, then the next food helps lubricate your joints, nourish your blood vessels, and boost circulation all the way down to the tiniest muscle fibers. Let's move on to number 6, walnuts omega-3, power for people who don't eat fish. I know fish is good for you, but just the smell makes me nauseous. I don't think my body agrees with fish. That's what misses. Sharon, 70 years old, told me during a gentle phone consultation. She had read plenty about the benefits of omega-3, how they support heart health and brain function, but she simply couldn't get past the fishy taste and smell. She'd even tried fish oil supplements, but the result, constant reflux and those unpleasant fishy burps all day long. She said, "Doctor, I'm really trying to eat healthy, but it feels like I'm missing something, and I don't know what it is." Walnuts might be exactly what she needed. They're one of the very few plant-based sources of alpha-linolenic acid, a form of omega-3 that your body can convert into EPA and DHA. And all it takes is just 1 ounce a day. That's about 7 walnuts to get the benefits. Healthy fats that reduce inflammation in blood vessels and improve circulation. Vitamin E and polyphenols that protect muscle tissue from microscopic damage. And most importantly, reduced bad cholesterol and stronger heart health as you age. Double benefits for your heart and your brain. A study from UCLA found that people who ate walnuts regularly had better cognitive function and were less likely to experience memory decline with age. Walnuts omega-3s also reduce low-grade brain inflammation, helping you stay clear-headed and sharp day after day. So I gave Mrs. Sharon a simple suggestion. Try swapping your afternoon snack for 5 to 7 raw walnuts. If you want something tastier, mix them with a few apple slices or unsweetened yogurt. 2 weeks later, she messaged me. "Doctor, I feel much more alert in the afternoons. That foggy feeling I used to get while reading, it's gone." You don't have to force yourself to eat something that makes you uncomfortable. Sometimes, all it takes is the right alternative, like a small handful of walnuts each day, to help your blood flow better, your muscles recover faster, and your mind feel clearer. What kind of nuts do you enjoy each day? Walnuts, almonds, or maybe your own healthy snack creation. Share your favorites in the comments. You never know who you might inspire. And if walnuts are a nutritional gift for the heart and mind, then the next food is your quiet companion for muscle strength, hydration, and cramp prevention, all in just 1 small spoonful a day. Let's move on to number 7, chia seeds, muscle recovery and hydration in just 1 spoonful a day. Last night, I had another leg cramp. It hurt so much. I had to jump out of bed and grab the edge of the mattress. That's what Mr. Ray, 66 years old, told me, his voice tired. He eats well, takes daily walks, but lately, those nighttime cramps, twitching legs, and restless sleep have become all too familiar. He said, "I figured it's just part of getting older." But no, this isn't just aging. It's a signal from the body. You're dehydrated, you're low on minerals, and your muscles aren't getting the support they need. That's where chia seeds come in. Tiny, but mighty. Just 1 tablespoon of chia seeds a day, about 10 to 12 grams, can give your body plant-based omega-3s to gently reduce inflammation, magnesium, calcium, and potassium, essential minerals for muscles, bones, and circulation, soluble fiber to stabilize blood sugar and keep energy steady, and a remarkable ability to hold water 10 to 12 times their own weight, which helps hydrate muscle tissue and reduce cramps and fatigue. When chia seeds meet water, something incredible happens. They form a soft gel coating, a gel that's not just great for digestion, but also helps your body retain water longer, slows sugar absorption, preventing energy crashes, keeps your muscles and joints flexible and well lubricated. I suggested a simple morning ritual for Mr. Ray. Mix 1 tablespoon of chia seeds with 10 ounces, 300 milliliters of water. Add a few drops of lemon juice. Let it sit for 10 minutes, then drink it before breakfast. Just 10 days later, he messaged me, "Doc, I'm sleeping through the night again, no more leg cramps, and in the morning, I feel light. My legs don't feel heavy anymore." Sometimes, strength doesn't come from big, expensive things. It comes from one tiny habit, repeated every day, like a glass of chia water each morning. Chia seeds are your quiet daily ally, helping you stay hydrated, reduce inflammation, ease muscle fatigue, and start each day feeling clear, calm, and ready. Have you ever tried chia water? Do you have your own way of preparing it? Share your recipe in the comments. Your tip might help someone else, and as you can see, just 1 spoonful a day can change how your morning feels. But nutrition alone isn't enough. If you truly want stronger legs, faster reflexes, and less fear of falling, you need to combine the right foods. With the right movement, let's move on to the special section, 3 gentle at-home exercises to strengthen your legs and sharpen your mind. After 60, Doctor, I eat well, I really do. But every time I stand up, I feel unsteady, like my legs aren't listening to me. That's what Mr. Alan, 74 years old, told me during a routine checkup. He wasn't weak, but he had lost mobility and muscle response. His body was like a car that had been sitting too long. Even with a full tank of gas, good nutrition, it just wouldn't start without a proper warm-up. I smiled and said, "You don't need intense workouts, but you do need 10 minutes a day, just 3 simple exercises to gently wake up your legs. 3 gentle movements designed especially for adults over 61, heel raises, boosts calf strength, improves blood flow, enhances balance. Stand behind a chair. Gently hold the backrest. Raise your heels slowly. Hold for 2 seconds, then lower with control. Repeat 10-15 times. Morning and evening. Your calves are your body's second heart. They help pump blood back to your heart, reducing swelling, cramping, and fatigue. 2. Seated leg extension strengthens thigh muscles, supports standing and walking stability. Sit upright in a chair, feet flat on the floor. Lift one leg until it's parallel to the ground. Hold for 5 seconds, then lower. Switch legs, repeat 810 times per side. Strong thighs help you rise from a chair without using your hands and greatly reduce the risk of falling. 3. Deep breathing with arm reaches. Opens the chest, increases oxygen to the brain, calms the mind. Inhale slowly as you raise your arms overhead. Exhale as you gently lower them. Repeat 57 times, ideal in the morning. Focused breathing reduces anxiety, improves blood circulation, and helps soften your mindset to start the day with clarity. Just 2 weeks later, Mr. Allen called me again, his voice full of joy. "Doctor, I went to the grocery store, and I didn't need the cart for support. I felt steady." And that sense of independence, it's more valuable than any pill. Nutrition is fuel, but movement is life. Your legs won't grow strong on their own. They need gentle, consistent care every single day. Just 10 minutes a day, done the right way, can change how your body moves, how your mind feels, and how much confidence you carry with every step. Which of these 3 exercises sounds most helpful to you? Or do you have another gentle movement that's helped your legs feel stronger? Share it in the comments. Your tip might be the one someone else has been waiting for. And with that, we've completed this journey together. 7 powerful foods and 3 science-backed exercises, all proven to strengthen your legs, sharpen your mind, and bring more control and confidence to life after 60. But before we close, I want to share one final story with you. A quiet reminder that may just change the way you see your health journey from this moment forward. Stay with me until the very end. All I really want is to walk out to my garden each morning, water my plants, and make myself a cup of tea until the very end. That's what Mrs. Grace, 73 years old, told me one afternoon she wasn't hoping to live forever. She wasn't chasing perfect health. She simply longed for independence, dignity, and the beauty of quiet, meaningful moments. A few months later, after adjusting her meals and doing 3 simple exercises each day, she called me again. Her voice was brighter. "Doctor, I'm not afraid of getting older anymore. I feel like I'm finally living again." But this time, on my terms, aging isn't the end. It's a new beginning. The moment you start loving your body again, through simple, intentional choices. If this story touched something in you, leave a comment below saying, "I'm ready to care for my body, starting today." And if you found these insights helpful, don't forget to hit subscribe so you won't miss weekly guides to living stronger, living smarter, and living on your own terms. I'm Dr. Paul, a senior health specialist with over 20 years of experience helping thousands of adults over 60 across the UISs. And I'm here to help you rebuild your strength, protect your memory, and feel good, naturally. Thank you for staying with me until this very moment. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, where we'll uncover more simple, science-backed ways to live well, live fully, and live joyfully beyond 60.